Hi, I'm Mrs. Scanlon, and today is December 7th.
One day and one class period left to the week, Anoka. I'm Grace.
And I'm Sophia, and we're going to flip the script today and give up the most important stuff up front, and nothing's more important than lunch. If you eat the school lunch, that is. And today's lunch is teriyaki chicken fried rice, crispy chicken salad, turkey and cheese croissant.
Also at the top of the priority list is the National Honor Society's clothing drive for the Epilepsy Foundation of Minnesota. NHS is collecting used items to help those in need. There's a big list of stuff they'll accept, so bring in some stuff to help out. You can put your used goods in the bin outside of room SC174. The last day to bring in items is Friday. Please help out.
You can help Maria Harry put together this year's senior video by submitting your photos and videos. You can submit your content by sending it to the Senior Video Instagram account or by scanning the QR code on the screen around the school. Also happening around today is a career fair of sorts. 13 employers will be in the main commons today during period 4. If you are looking for a job, apprenticeship, or doing some valuable networking, please stop by and engage in some conversations during your lunch period.
There will be caroling happening around school and around town this weekend. First up, the Tornado Service Club is looking to spread some holiday spirit, and they want you to sign up to sing. Caroling will take place this Friday from 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. All Anoka High School staff and students are invited to join in, and no singing experience is needed. You can sign up by scanning the QR code shown on the screen.
Later this weekend, you can come to the Anoka High School auditorium to listen to some songs and support your peers, as this Saturday the Chamber Orchestra and the 7th Avenue Carolers will perform in the auditorium. Other clubs that are meeting up tonight after school are Tornado Force, Tornado Tales Book Club, Avid Club, and Asian Club. And then tomorrow morning, SWAT and Pickleball Club and Tornado Force get together. Now let's turn it over to sports to see what happened on the courts and ice.
Tonight, the gymnastics team starts their season against Coon Rapids. They'll compete at Sandburg Education Center in downtown Anoka, and it'll be a wild ride as they show their strength, mobility, and skill on the bars, floor, vault, and beam. It's worth checking out and supporting. Also happening tonight at the Anoka Ice Arena is the boys hockey team's match against Osseo. JV starts at 5 and varsity takes the ice at 7. Looking ahead to Friday, the boys basketball team battles Andover at home, and they love to fill the stands and put some heat on the Huskies in this crosstown matchup. Another matchup taking place on Friday is the wrestling team's tri-team tournament happening in Elk River and rounding out the night in the girls hockey team's game against Rogers. That's all for sports. Back to the news.
Now that we've covered the essentials, let's take a moment to learn a bit about some of our staff members here at Anoka. Last trimester, Magarsa sat down with Mr. Hunter to find out a bit about his life before teaching, and it was a pretty wild ride.
My name is Mr. Hunter, and I teach in the STEAM program. I run the rock climbing club, and I think I'm an assistant principal intern. So I started rock climbing as a junior in high school. And I grew up in Milwaukee, and there's not a lot of rock climbing there. But I had the chance to go travel out to Wyoming and get on some rock and realize this is fun. This is absolutely amazing. So I've been climbing long enough to have seen some things. There's a saying in the world of climbing, there's young, bold climbers, there's wise, old climbers, but there's no old, bold climbers. And if you connect the dots, it's because they're all dead. It's on Mount Baker. We were climbing, we were approaching a glacier, and we had to make it up and over a vertical wall. As I'm about halfway up this ice wall, and I lose my spikes on my boots, and it's about a 3,000-foot drop down, and I'm hanging there with one ice axe. I gotta let go of my other hand, and I have to reach down and get my crampons, my ice boots, snap back on while like midway in this cliff, and I'm so scared. And at the same time, all of a sudden I hear a helicopter, and it buzzes past us, like so close you can, right, like hear it in your heart and feel it like bass in a speaker. And I didn't handle that well. It scared me. And whatever, I solved the problem. I got to the top, make an anchor and start bringing up the rest of my team. And I see in the distance the helicopter take off. And this time there's a cable sticking out the bottom. And there's just a human body, starfished, like not a living person, just hanging from the bottom of the helicopter. And the short version of the story is a skier the day before had gotten caught in a storm, lost their sense of direction, and had skied off the top of the mountain down that 3,000-foot drop. Didn't make it, of course. And so while we were climbing, they were doing the body recovery.
It's good to see that Hunter, despite his best efforts to put the hurt on himself, has pulled through to teach us what not to do or tempt us into doing some wild stuff of our own. And maybe that's the message in closing out today's show with a new trimester and a new year coming up soon. Get out of your comfort zone and try something new to fit into your story. Until tomorrow, I'm Sophia.
And I'm Grace. Live some life, Anoka.
Boom.